If you're a Bears fan and don't want to miss any crucial updates about the team, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and turn on notifications to stay up to date with the latest news. Let's get straight to the point. The Bears defense is facing a major challenge, one that every fan has noticed: the lack of a true partner for Montez Sweat. Even with new reinforcements, the pressure on opposing quarterbacks still leaves much to be desired. And let's be honest, no one wants more seasons with just 40 sacks, right? But what if the solution is already back in town? Khalil Mack, at 34, proved with the Chargers that he can still be a force in the game. In 2024, he recorded 8 sacks and helped cause havoc for opposing offenses. But most importantly, he's already part of Chicago's history. Remember 2018 when he arrived and transformed the Bears' defense? Could he do that again? And the best part, the Bears have the cap space to bring Mack back without compromising the future. Instead of getting lost in expensive negotiations for other players, how about using Mack as a mentor for Chicago's new generation of defenders? A short and smart contract would allow the defense to gain experience without overloading the salary cap. Imagine the duo of Sweat and Mack. If opposing quarterbacks think of doubling up on one of them, the other will have a chance to shine. This will create opportunities not only for them, but also for the linebackers and the rest of the defensive line. The pressure will increase, the sacks will go up, and most importantly, turnovers will start to appear. But Mack's impact goes beyond statistics. He brings leadership, and with a young defense like the Bears, this kind of experience is gold. Jervin Dexter and Zach Pickens will need someone to show them the way, and who better than Mack with his history of big moments and important games? And as tempting as it is to dream of a big trade for another pass rusher, the reality is that Mack could be the smartest and cheapest solution. There would be no need to give up draft picks or commit to a gigantic contract to strengthen the team. The question now is Ryan Poles willing to make that decision? If the answer is yes, the Bears defense will be much more ready to become a real threat. But what do you think, Bears fans? Do you think Mack still has some gas left in the tank? Or does the team need a different approach? Leave your opinion in the comments and follow the Bears News Fan Report for more exclusive content about the Chicago Bears. As a Bears fan, I see the idea of bringing Khalil Mack back as an extremely exciting proposal, but also one full of nuances. Mack has always been a dominant presence in Chicago, and his return could be the boost the Bears' defense needs to become one of the forces in the NFL again. The duo of Mack and Sweat on the defensive line could be a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks, creating constant pressure and forcing mistakes. The positive side is that Mack already knows the Chicago system, and his experience could be crucial in helping shape the next generation of defenders. Players like Jervin Dexter and Zach Pickens would benefit from the presence of such a veteran. Moreover, his leadership on and off the field could be a major difference for a defense still in the process of growing. However, the big question revolves around Mack's price and longevity. He still has talent and put up good numbers last season, but at 34, it's inevitable to wonder how much longer he can maintain a high level of performance. Is it worth paying for a short and risky contract, knowing that he's no longer the young beast he was in 2018? I'd say if the price is right and the contract doesn't compromise the future of the team, bringing Mack back is a smart move. In the end, if the Bears want to be competitive in 2025, the answer is clear: Mack could be the missing piece. However, the front office will need to balance this decision with building the team for the long term. As a fan, I'd love to see him back, but I don't want a team to pay too high a price for it. Let's see what Ryan Poles decides. I believe that Khalil Mack's return could be a strong signal of ambition from the team, showing that the Bears are ready to take the next step and not just settle for the gradual development of the young players. Mack brings a winning mentality, and if he can stay healthy, he could be the defensive leader the Bears are still looking for. But, of course, there is one crucial point to consider: the balance between the present and the future. If Poles and the front office choose to invest in Mack, they need to ensure that the contract will be short and not compromise the development of the team's future stars. The priority should be to build a solid foundation without relying too heavily on veterans who may begin to decline in performance in the coming years. Another factor that would weigh heavily for me as a fan would be the impact Mack would have on the development of young players like Dominique Robinson and especially Jervin Dexter. Mack could serve as a mentor, sharing his experience in big games, which could accelerate their growth. For the Bears' defense, having someone like Mack alongside Sweat could unlock a lot of the defensive line's potential, creating a true nightmare for opposing offenses. On the other hand, there is always the risk that, with age, Mack's explosiveness will diminish, and then the Bears would need to evaluate whether the benefits of his leadership and presence on the field outweigh this risk. If Mack is well integrated into Dennis Allen's system and stays motivated, I believe his contribution will be significant. In summary, as a Bears fan, I view this move with optimism but also with a touch of caution. I'd love to see Mack back in Chicago, bringing all his talent and experience, but I hope the team knows how to balance the risk of a short-term signing with long-term planning. The 2025 season could be a real chance for the Bears to turn things around, and having Mack back would be an excellent way to strengthen the defense.